Because I know your type.
You know my type?
Yeah.
Well, I know your type.
Okay. I'm glad you do.
Good.
Oh, you're on the property. You need to get on the sidewalk now, son. Step back, please.
I see you got some weapons on you.
Yes, sir.
All right, you got ID on you? Because Florida's not an open carry statement.
Oh, man. They haven't taught you the law yet?
Easement right of way. This is a public right of way.
Yeah. Is there? What's this like? Have you
Transparency. I'm just here to film in public. That's all.
Right.
When suspects humiliate idiot cops, it shows just how fragile their false sense of authority really is. Some officers think their badge makes them untouchable, but reality has a way of flipping the script. Today we're diving into jaw-dropping moments where power-hungry cops abused their role, got exposed, embarrassed, and shut down by ordinary people who refuse to be bullied.
Did you call the police? Oh, why?
Because it's my right.
I'm terrified of these guys.
No, you're not.
Yeah,
How'd you
yeah.
be terrified of a
He's got a
harmless
gun
old
and a
man like
badge.
This cameraman was standing in front of a bank in Norwood, explaining that he was testing the First Amendment by filming in a public space. The right to film from public property was guaranteed by the Constitution, but it clearly annoyed the employees. They tried several times to make him leave, not realizing they had no right to do so. When they failed, they decided to call the police. That's when things got interesting.
Did you call the police? Oh, why?
Because it's my right.
I'm terrified of these guys.
No, you're not.
Yeah,
How'd you
yeah.
be
He's
terrified of a
got
harmless
a
old man
gun and a
like me?
badge. You're calling somebody with a gun, an armed police officer, because somebody's out here on a phone.
I got a gun, but you know something? Is it out of its holster? Is it pointed at you right now?
Well, why are you stepping up to me talking?
Because
like
I
that,
like
bro?
you.
Because
That's
you
why.
like me. Good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I like you too. What's your name and badge
Good.
number?
We don't go by badge numbers.
What is it? Computer number, ID number? What is it? Don't play
If
semantics.
you ask me nicely, I'll try
Don't
to
play
help you.
semantics with me, dude. Don't.
If you're going to talk to me, you talk to me with respect
No.
and learn some manners, Sonny.
No, Sonny. Go f yourself. Don't
You're
tell me what
dismissed.
to do.
Bye. See how you're going to talk to me?
Yeah, sure is.
Okay, well, I can't help you, son.
Good for
I
you.
hope you need a cop someday. We'll see if they come.
Me too.
The man ironically remarked that it was dangerous because he had a phone, while armed people were on their way. This was the core of the problem, turning a peaceful situation into escalation. Instead of checking the law, the armed force was called in. That created unnecessary risks, wasted resources, and made a citizen a target for no real reason. But wait, things were only about to heat up with the police.
You try to make me mad, you're wasting your time.
Dude, I don't understand why me sitting here, you think that I'm trying to make you mad.
Because I know your type.
You know my type.
Yeah.
Well, I know your type.
Okay, I'm glad you do.
Good.
Hope you get my good side.
So you're not gonna give me your name and badge number?
If you ask me nicely,
No.
I will.
Give me your f***ing name and badge number.
Oh, you're
now.
going to use that kind of language? Forget it.
Sure I am.
Okay.
The first officer approached without introducing himself, avoided giving identification, and immediately started a verbal argument. Massachusetts law clearly required police to provide their name and badge number upon a lawful request. When an officer refused and shifted the conversation to insults, it was an abuse of power. Still, this was nowhere near as bad as it was about to get.
This is a good use of tax dollars right here, isn't it?
Yeah, I pay taxes too, so I
Yeah.
must be self-employed.
There you go. Comes from you and me.
That's good. It's the norm. It's your best bet. That's all.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's it.
He's a YouTuber. He's trying to make a fast buck off YouTube. That's all it is.
The conversation turned personal, with the officer provoking and showing hostility toward lawful filming. Instead of explaining the reason for coming and resolving the misunderstanding, he chose confrontation. A police officer's job was not to win an argument, but to respect citizens' rights. When the ego was placed above the law, trust in institutions collapsed, and his ego was about to be hurt even more soon.
Just trying to aggravate everybody, aggravate me and other police officers. I know what it does.
A citizen exercising his rights is trying to aggravate people. There you go, buddy.
I've heard that. Okay.
So you're not going to give me your Massachusetts issued identification card for identification purposes? Is
If
that
you
what
ask
you're
me
going to tell me?
nicely, I'll try to help
No,
you.
I don't have to ask you nicely. I can ask you any way I want.
In front of the bank. Where's the property line shot, by the way?
I would say you're on the.
Oh, you're on the
right
property. You
now.
need to get on the sidewalk now, son. Step back, please.
You just literally stepped up to me. Why are you going to put your face in my face right now, dude?
I'm not in your
What's
face.
your issue? What is your issue?
You need to step off the property right now.
Okay, where's the property line, buddy?
Where does it stop, ma'am? Right where you're standing. There you go.
Good
Attaboy.
job.
The officer made unfounded assumptions about the man's motives for filming, accusing him of wanting a quick profit on YouTube and to annoy people. Even if that had been true, the motive was irrelevant. Filming in a public space was a protected right, and that was all this officer should have cared about. But the tension was only building.
Does that make you happy?
Yeah, very happy.
All right. Does this intimidation usually work on people?
If I were trying to intimidate you, you'd know it.
No, yeah, I'm sure.
You would, believe me.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
I'm standing here smiling at you. How is this
Me
intimidating?
too. It's not. That's
Okay.
why I was asking you if it usually tries to work. If it usually works on people.
I'm not trying to intimidate you. That's the catch.
Don't worry. You're protected and served.
Yeah, I am.
No, not you.
The officer tried to force the man to move from an allegedly private area without any clear boundary markings. Attempts at intimidation without legal basis only damaged professional integrity. When even an officer didn't know where his authority began and ended, it said more about the training than about the citizen filming. And yes, watch how hard this officer tried to act above it all, but everyone could see how irritated he was.
Cat get your tongue?
I'm sorry?
The cat got your tongue?
No, I got
You got
nothing to
something
say
else
to
you want to
you.
say to me? You think that's the worst I've ever been called?
No, I'm sure it's not.
No.
I'm sure. And there's a reason why.
Yeah. Why do you think that is? I actually treat people pretty well, you know. And I've
Yeah,
actually
usually
tried to
do
talk
I.
to you like a human being, but you're
You did.
not doing a
You
very
did.
good job treating me
how
with
did
the
you
same
start this?
respect.
How did you start this interaction?
You walked up to me.
Yeah. And
You very rudely asked me my name and badge number, and I
very
would have given it
rudely
to you if you asked
your
me
name and
nicely.
badge number.
Yeah,
Well, why are you stepping up to me talking?
because
like
I
that,
like
bro?
you.
'Cause
That's
you
why.
like me. Good.
Yeah,
All right. Well, I like you too. What's your name and badge
good.
number?
We don't go by badge numbers.
Well, that's not how it works.
Yeah, it is how it
That's
works
not
for
how
me.
it works.
Finally, after repeated requests, the officer gave his name but still refused to provide his badge number. This was an open violation of the duty of transparency. If an officer hid his ID, it created a reasonable suspicion that he knew he was breaking the rules. Transparency was not optional, it was an obligation for every cop. I mean, shouldn't you know that as someone working as a police officer?
That's how it works for you.
Yeah, that is
so
how
you're
it
going to go
works.
against Massachusetts state law, Chapter 48, Section 91D.
The
Is
law
that where
actually,
you're gonna go?
the law actually states lawful request, not because you're trying to make a fast
No,
buck
because
on
I'm
YouTube.
trying to identify you.
And if you ask me nicely, I'll give it to
I
you.
don't have to ask you nicely.
Yeah, I say you do.
No. Well, guess what? So you're not gonna identify yourself.
If you ask me nicely, I'll show you
All
my
right,
name tag.
Can you please f***ing identify yourself?
That's better. There you go. There's my name tag.
There you
Make
go.
sure you get that on video. Okay. Would you like me to write it down for you?
Sure, please. Or if you got a card, that would work fantastic.
We don't carry business cards,
All
or I
right,
do.
yeah. So please write it down for me. Thanks.
I'll be happy to do that for you.
Thanks. Good boy.
I'm not a boy. I'm probably old enough to be a father, by the way.
Yeah, you're probably old enough to be my grandfather.
Maybe. I am old. I'm not going to deny that.
I need the CAD number too while you're writing that.
The CAD number?
The exchange became almost absurd. The officer claimed he was not trying to intimidate, yet used a tone and attitude that clearly suggested otherwise. In a democratic society, public perception was crucial. If you felt intimidated, then there was a problem with the approach. Police should not act like a bank's private security service, yet for some reason, this officer was doing exactly that. Things were heading in the wrong direction fast.
So I don't know if you got to go to your computer to go get that.
That's my name.
Badge number as well, please.
We don't
And
have
the
badge
CAD number.
numbers.
So what is it? ID number, computer number?
We don't go by badge numbers. I'm giving you my name, and that's all you're going to get, son. Okay?
Good for you. This is pretty crazy, guys.
Man,
I have never seen this. There you go. Now we got some backup. Oh, he's not even gonna stop. No, come on, we got a serious situation going on here. There we go.
The conversation shifted personal judgments and speculation about motives. The officer asked hypothetical questions about a bank robbery just because of the filming, ignoring the fact that it was happening on public property. It was clear what was going on here. The officer was grasping at anything he could, thinking such a weak manipulation would make the man leave. Spoiler alert, it didn't, and he ended up looking foolish.
So let's see if this guy acts like a normal cop. We'll see.
What's your definition of a normal cop?
Not a tyrant like yourself.
Is that a tyrant? Really?
Come on.
Do you actually know what a
Come on.
tyrant is?
Follow me. Follow me.
I'm not gonna follow you. I don't think.
Ah, okay. How's it going? Can I get your name and computer number?
I don't have a computer.
Badge number, ID number, whatever it is, yeah.
If he asked me nicely, I showed him.
Yeah, because that's how Massachusetts state law works, right, buddy? Thanks.
Yeah, well, people are right. Ladies like hospital. Okay. They're right in there. That's good. How do you?
The man explained that he already had experience with police misconduct and was even pursuing a lawsuit. Instead of taking that as a signal to be more cautious, the officers continued in the same tone. When a citizen clearly knows his rights, the police should not see it as a challenge, but as an opportunity to show professionalism. Here, the opposite happened, and it was about to backfire.
How much time you got?
A whole lot.
You think you got more time than me?
On the job?
No, I mean like here.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Plenty of time. We believe in what's called community policing. We're very
Yeah,
big
there you
on
go.
that in this town.
Cool.
They,
Nice.
they encourage us to get out of our cruises and talk to people.
Good. That's usually how conversation works and dealing with problems work. So that's good.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Oh, you're dealing with a problem.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Really?
They called us.
Yeah. So what's the problem here?
What do you think the problem is?
I don't see a problem. That's why I
How's
asked
that?
you.
How would you feel if someone was waving a cell phone around when you're in a bank, or if you were a bank manager?
You know what? All that needed to happen here was for the officer, when the bank employees called him, to explain that no matter how uncomfortable it made them, the man could film in public as much as he wanted, because it was his constitutional right. Instead, this officer acted like he was enforcing feelings, not the law. And that choice was about to cost him.
Yeah.
Someone was walking up to the door, waving a camera around. How do they know you're not scoping out the bank for an armed robbery?
Scoping out the bank for
Scoping
an
out the
armed
bank.
robbery.
You ever heard
Really?
the phrase scoping?
Of course I have.
Well, there you go.
Have you ever heard the phrase Google Maps? You think I need pictures from a sidewalk to scope a bank? You don't
You tell me.
you don't think if I was scoping a bank, you don't think I'd just walk right in there
You
with
tell
a
me.
surreptitious recording device
You tell me.
instead of standing on a sidewalk with a
Surreptitious,
phone?
That's quite a big word.
There you go, buddy.
When's the last time you got arrested? I'm curious.
September 22nd, 2023.
Really?
Yeah.
What was the charge? I'm quite curious.
Disorderly conduct.
Whoa,
And guess what?
whoa, there we
and guess
go.
what? It was dropped. And guess what? Now I have a $2 million lawsuit out with South Carolina.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
A $2 million lawsuit.
There you go.
I'm curious to see how that goes.
Yeah. Well,
What's your YouTube?
it's First
channel?
Amendment Protection Agency.
First Amendment protection.
I travel
Agency.
all over the country.
I can't
doing
wait to
this.
see if you win that lawsuit.
There you go.
The officer said he wouldn't dismiss the citizen, as if he had the authority to remove someone from public space without legal grounds. And this showed how some officers confuse personal power with legal jurisdiction. When a cop thought he was above the law, that was a recipe for disaster. But when suspects humiliated idiot cops, they believed every made-up claim became the truth. Listen for yourself.
Neither can I. That's why we're both waiting.
The end of sort of. Would you get quaffed? Continue without a finding, as we say in Massachusetts?
No, it was dismissed. It was dropped
Dismissed.
the next day, and the chief resigned.
No, really?
Oh, really?
Yes, I think I've seen you.
Ah, there you go. So you've seen me before, and you still choose to act like this.
Act like what?
Really?
I think I've been very courteous to you, actually, since I got
Well,
here.
if that's normally how you act, that's unfortunate for the Norwood Police Department.
Oh, is it really? How would you expect me to act? Why don't you tell me?
Well, by being cordial.
I haven't been cordial to you?
Oh, you step up in people's face, call them Sonny? Is that usually how you talk to people?
I told you to get off the property and
Sonny.
you didn't listen.
Sonny.
Yeah.
Really?
I meant that in a loving way.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
I told you to get off the property, you didn't listen. What am
No,
I
I
supposed
told you to
do?
go yourself and you didn't listen. How about that?
The officers commented that the man was here to provoke, using that as justification for their presence. Provocation, however, was not a crime, just like free speech and filming. Again, as people who had sworn at the start of their careers to protect citizens' constitutional rights, they should have known that. I wonder at one point they decided they wanted to act in the exact opposite way.
I don't take orders from you, that's why.
Well, you're going to in a couple minutes.
Oh, am I? How's that?
Yeah, because I'm going to dismiss you in a couple minutes.
Oh, you're going to dismiss me?
Oh, I am.
Oh, I can't wait to see you try that.
All right. Stick around.
Yeah, we'll see. Paul, you ready? Yeah, I didn't see any stripes on his sleeves there. He says he's going to, quote, dismiss us. I didn't think he had the authority to do that. Yeah. All right. He's just trying to... Oh, I know.
I'm mildly getting
nice
it.
conversation.
I'm mildly getting it, too.
Despite his foul language, I'm having a pretty nice conversation with him otherwise. All right.
Alrighty, guys. You got anything else to investigate?
Maybe.
All right. Well, let me know when you're done.
Enjoy your day.
Thank you. You as well.
The conversation ended, but the tone stayed the same. Instead of admitting that filming was legal and there was no reason to detain him, the officers kept a passive-aggressive attitude. Still, even if they badly wanted to arrest him, they had nothing to charge him with and had to leave. What followed was a true walk of shame for those who didn't know when to stop.
Just harassing law-abiding citizens over here. People exercising their right. Oh, no. Goodbye. Hey, go and check me out, man. Got nothing to hide. Oh, have a good one.
You spell my name correctly.
All right, you're dismissed, buddy.
Let this be a sign to all of you. No matter what the situation is, you should always defend yourself and your civil rights. Because if you don't stand up for yourself, you can see the police surely won't. Still, these officers weren't the only ones who didn't know the law well enough, so let's talk about the ones who found it very hard to simply admit they were wrong. Speaking of times when suspects humiliated idiot cops, let's talk about a case where a huge number of officers approached a man just because they saw he was carrying a gun. Of course, you didn't have to be a legal expert to know this was also part of constitutional rights, but for these officers, it was just an excuse to boost their egos.
What up, dude?
How are you?
I'm living that dream, man. Living that dream. Nice to
What do you
meet
got
you.
going on?
Just going fishing.
All right. I see you got some weapons on you.
Yes, sir.
All right, you got ID on you? Because as far as not an open carry statement.
Oh man. They haven't taught you the law yet?
We'll figure it out here, but just
Sit,
make sure
look
you
up,
don't
look up.
grab your guns.
I'm not gonna grab my
That's
gun.
the main thing.
Look up. Are you ready? You might need a pen for this to look up the law.
Can you give me your ID real quick, man?
No. Right now, under 790.25, Section 3, subsection H, it is lawful for me to go while I'm fishing, hunting, or camping, and I can openly carry. How you doing?
Are you fishing?
I was on my way to fishing. I was just fishing over here, and then there's another little park right over here, right? And there's a little pond, and
Right away, there was a mistake. Under Florida Statute 790, carrying a firearm while fishing was legal without a special permit. Ignoring that law was not just ignorance, but also a violation of constitutional rights. However, instead of realizing his mistake and leaving, the officer called for backup. Stay tuned, because the next few minutes, when many officers would arrive, you'd think they were dealing with the most dangerous criminal.
so I was gonna go fishing. I went fishing there, now I'm gonna go fishing there, and do you know the same law that allows you to openly carry your firearm is the same statute that allows me?
I'm aware that I guess you're going hunting and stuff,
Yeah.
but you're in the middle of a city center here.
I know, I was going fishing.
Right here, man. Just give us a minute, all right? These guys have to sergeant or everything, try and figure out what we're going to do.
What you want to do, or just alright, let the guy...
I hear you. It's obviously...
You obviously, if you know the law, then what's the problem? What's the problem?
You're trying to push the boundary.
I'm not,
of things
listen,
that-
I do this across the state of
I
Florida.
understand. I know.
I don't push boundaries. That's why I'm proving what I'm doing is lawful. As long as you understand it's lawful, you should just respect the right. Did you swear an oath to the Florida Constitution, the United States Constitution, and the laws that bound Florida? Yes or no? You didn't? And then where's the problem? This is part of the law.
The man explained he was going from one fishing spot to another and that everything was in accordance with the law. The officer admitted he had heard of the rule before but tried to downplay it by saying it was in the middle of a city. Location didn't matter. The law made no distinction between downtown and the woods. However, this wouldn't be the last time the officer made up rules.
I'm not
I'm just gonna wait for her to call the sergeant and we'll go from there, right?
But why are you holding me here? What law did I break? What law?
Currently investigating.
What? You just said you knew about this law, about going and doing what I'm doing.
Well, I've heard about it, but again, if you were out in the woods hunting and you have like...
Well,
deers-
technically, if you think about where I live compared to where we are right now, I am in the woods. This is the woods for me. I don't live where you think I live. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have to put this out and throw it away so I don't litter. You know what I mean?
I don't care. I'm not
Oh,
sorry.
oh, I ain't doing nothing. I follow the law. Hey, just make sure if you're taking pictures, just don't make sure you're not gonna delete those, because I'm gonna get them. What was your name?
Hey, Sarge. Sabrina Caradonna.
Thank you. I'm not running away. All right.
The man asked to be told the specific offense for which he was being detained. The officer had no answer, and of course he didn't, because the man hadn't broken any law. The officer was likely not used to situations where someone outsmarted him, which was why he seemed so caught off guard. But wait, he still had a few tricks up his sleeve.
Look, guys. I'm not. Now this intimidation factor just went up. It's like, come on, guys.
He's just trying to make a point.
I'm not trying to make nothing. I'm just going fishing, dude. What the point I'm trying to make is I'm going fishing. You know what I mean? How many here know about the law about 790.25 section 3 subsection H? Raise your hand. You're shaking your head. Is that Guzman? You understand the law, right? Am I free to go or am I free to stay?
You gotta hang out for a minute.
For what? He's nodding and telling you about the law. The same law that allows everyone here to openly carry their firearms is the same law that allows me to openly carry my firearms. So where's the issue? Where's the issue?
Use up the phone with the sergeant.
I don't want to talk to you. I just want to go.
The officer took the man's information and photographs, while the man pointed out that he had neither fled nor posed any threat. The growing number of officers created an atmosphere of intimidation. In a democratic society, the number of police cars should not increase in proportion to the absence of any offense. But apparently, that was the only way they felt more powerful.
There's a fishing pond right over here. That's where I'm going. If you want to meet me there because I'm breaking the law, then come meet me. But can I go about my day? Yes, sir. So am I free? I'm not free.
I'm sorry, I know I told you my name. What was your name?
Mike.
Mike? Hi,
Yeah.
Mike. I'm Sabrina.
Nice to meet you.
Do you have a driver's license or not registration, my apologies, an ID card? Okay, I'm just going to collect your information.
For what crime? 901-151.
Okay, you're actually open carry.
I understand,
In the streets
which-
of Sanford.
Which is
Okay.
completely lawful.
All right, Mike. What is it, Michael or is it Mike?
Get your sergeant, whoever.
Not a problem. 1412 101 or 102. You're being requested.
The man asked for names and badge numbers. One officer refused to answer and walked away. That was unprofessional and potentially a violation of internal procedures. Identification was not a favor, it was an obligation. When an officer refused to identify himself, the citizen lost the ability to report unlawful behavior. But really, could we expect anything else from them?
You guys swore an oath to defend this. What was your name, badge number?
Deputy Montez, 113-110.
Thank you. Your name, sir?
Hernandez, 238.
Sabrina,
262.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Your name, sir?
Officer Anderson, 261. No, your photo.
All right. Hey guys. No ill will. I'm not here to hurt nobody. Hey guys, just so I gather everybody's information, what was your name and badge number, sir? Guzman, your badge number? And this gentleman that's walking away, what's his name? Can I get his name, please? Excuse me, sir. You walking away, I know you can hear me. Can I get your name, please? Like I said, I have no ill will. This is me just doing this because I go around the state of Florida doing this. You ever like want to go on vacation, you just kind of spin the globe where your finger points, you go. That's what I do. I spin the Florida and I'm like, hey, I'm going here today. And here we are, and obviously we have to go through the...
Nobody's telling you that you can't.
Okay, so if we can't, then am I free to go?
The officers admitted what the man was doing was legal, yet they still detained him because people called. A citizen's report did not change the legality of an action. Police had to distinguish between someone's discomfort and a real threat. If you reacted only to "I don't like it," then you were acting on emotions and not the law. You'd have to agree.
But it's gotta be concealed.
It doesn't, the Florida law. Okay, I'm going to break it down to you. Under 790.25, Section 3, subsection H. Well, we'll get to H. But subsection 3 says, the provisions of 790.053 and 790.06 do not apply in the following instances. And then it gives you a list, A through, I think it's J or K.
Yeah, we know.
Okay, so if we know the...
Let me say this.
What?
Mike, out of respect, okay?
Uh-huh.
People call it in.
I
they're
get it,
nervous,
I get it,
okay?
I get it.
So we're on the same ground, so you understand.
Right.
Okay? People call in, they get nervous.
I
Okay?
get it.
It's a normal thing. We make contact with you. Have
Yeah.
we offended you in any kind of way?
Well, no, it got real serious when all these people started
Well, I know.
coming up
I
on me,
understand, but
and
you
I'm
have
like,
to
look,
understand our
I'm
perspective.
look, right here. This how much
So,
more
Mike,
patriotic do I have to get?
I know.
Just
I
because
got
I'm
you.
carrying.
And I appreciate that. But like, going back to you carrying
Okay.
firearms,
Uh-huh.
I have to do my due diligence
Okay, that's
and
fine.
make sure that you were allowed to be in possession of those firearms.
You don't need to know. The federal government has proven that my constitutional rights, until I've broken the law, you can't ask me for anything.
The man pointed out that federal and state laws protected his rights as long as he didn't break the law. The officers still insisted on checking him out. That was the core problem. Instead of the presumption of innocence, they introduced a presumption of guilt. In a country that prided itself on freedom, such an approach was a dangerous precedent. And this case was proving exactly why.
901-151. You know what 901-151 is? It's going to be the, have I been suspected of a crime, have I committed a crime, or about to commit a crime.
How long
And
have you been walking around?
I literally been here for 10-15 minutes. I was fishing over here for 15-20 minutes, and then I was like, hey, there's a little pond right over here up on the right-hand side, correct? And if I'm not wrong, and that's all I was doing, was just walking to that next pond.
But Mike, if you just, all intents and purposes, if you were a registered felon and not allowed to have those, you'd be committing a crime, right?
until you commit me of a crime. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying felons should have,
Suspected is like a loose term, because if you were...
but that's the Florida law. And if I was breaking the law and and you found out I'm a felon with firearms, which I'm not. I don't know how many felons just walk around with this kind of flag, AR, a Glock, and friggin' sitting there telling you that they're going fishing.
That's part of my job.
Look up the armed fisherman.
I know what stuff
I
you're
am going.
talking about.
Then where's the problem?
The problem is that people
You don't-
that live
I
in
get
Stanford are
Hey,
calling in because
tell
they're
them-
nervous, they're uncomfortable.
I get it. Tell them what he is doing is lawful. We may not agree or disagree about what he's doing, but it is lawful.
One officer finally stated publicly that the man's actions were legal. However, they still didn't let him go. Wait, were they ever going to make up their minds? Because, they might have plenty of time to waste instead of chasing real criminals. Not everyone else does. And of course, their excuse for detaining him only got more creative.
That is the key thing here, is that it is lawful. And so where are we at? I'm not trying, I have no ill will towards anybody. I have no ill will towards nobody. If you watch any one of the 400 plus videos I have on YouTube, I always try to show things in a good light, bad light, negative light, however it comes at me. I respect the law, and I try to respect law enforcement. And And at this point, you understand the law, so where are we at? If you want to respect my right, then am I free to go? Okay.
You're not free to go. I just need to identify you, Mike. It's that simple.
You can't.
I need to identify you.
Please call. I want your sergeant, and I want you to.
Called him and let him
And I
know
want you
you're
to get your state attorney on this. And if they want to prosecute a guy that is clearly telling you that he's going fishing and has been fishing, because I have video of me fishing directly over there, and then I am telling you I'm going to fishing to a pond that you are sitting there nodding to, that is right down here. So, what law have I broken? What law have I broken?
The man emphasized that he had over 400 recordings across Florida and always followed the law. The police still demanded identification, even after admitting he hadn't broken any law. Such persistence seemed more like a search for anything to punish him with rather than a lawful procedure. And of course, I don't even need to remind you of how many of them showed up on the scene for practically nothing at all.
I'm sorry, man. What was your name? Officer what? Thornton? Yeah, and badge number? Thank you so much. You're very respectful. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Not a problem.
Hey, sir, I love your shirt. That's an awesome shirt right there, brother. You see that? 1776. Do you know what that means? 1776. Man.
The man noticed that the police ignored an actual offense, a driver failing to stop at a crosswalk, while focusing on him instead. So, in their eyes, he was a bigger criminal simply because he knew his rights. And when you think about it, that made perfect sense. The more you knew your rights, the harder you were to control.
You gonna stop that car? I think that might have been against the law. Anybody that's in the crosswalk in the state of Florida, the people have to stop for them in the crosswalk. Yes or no, ma'am? Oh, I know. You're smiling because guess what? That crosswalk when he was walking...
I want my sergeant to get here so that he can discuss...
Somebody just broke the law in front of you and you're not going to go do... I'm not breaking the law and you're sitting here dealing with me. But somebody broke the law and you're not going to deal with them? That's classic. Like, you're not... Like, remember I was like painting a good light, good, bad, ugly? This is not looking better. Like, you're just stopping me from... Did you know there's actually a statute for harassing fishermen and hunters? Did you know that? Well, there is. And right now, where are we at? I'm trying to tell you.
Waiting for my sergeant. You requested him, correct?
Well, tell him he can meet me where I'm going fishing. Because I'm doing something lawful. It sounds like you guys are busy with other things that you could possibly be doing, you know what I mean? Like, obviously I'm not doing anything unlawful. Obviously I have no ill will.
The man pointed out there was also a statute against harassing fishermen and hunters, which the police clearly didn't know about. Instead of leaving, they waited for a sergeant. Naturally, all this situation needed was a few more officers, as if the ones already there weren't not just unnecessary, but excessive. In fact, ironically, there shouldn't have been a single officer here in the first place.
Like, I just don't know where we're at, guys and girls. How you doing, ma'am? Oh, I'm living that dream, living that Florida dream today. Oh, yeah. What was your name, by the way? I'm sorry. Sergeant Gamber. And your badge number? Or sergeant, or badge number, payroll number, ID number? Thank you.
Okay. Dude, I just want to go about my day.
I'm with you. I mean, your expression that, you know, that's your right to go back and forth on that fish in open carry.
Then where's the problem? Explain that to her. Like, I get she's the one that friggin'...
I think the only thing... Did you come in a car or anything?
Doesn't matter.
Another female officer confirmed that the man had the right to go from one fishing spot to another. Still, they didn't let him go. This situation clearly showed that the problem wasn't ignorance of the law, but refusal to admit a mistake. Ego was more dangerous than ignorance. Remember that, guys.
Okay.
I could literally walk from Key West, Florida, all the way to Tallahassee, and...
The only issue with the back and forth hunting and fishing is that you expressed there's a pond down here somewhere.
Yes.
Okay. If you're going back and forth,
I could go from that. I could go to that pond, and I come back to this pond or this lake or whatever.
absolutely.
I could go back and forth because it's going.
He's out here observing you, just kind of meandering.
But that's where I'm not. I literally and that's where I say, whatever's gonna transpire here, I've got video evidence of me fishing on over here.
Yeah.
So once I've proven in a court of law that I started fishing, and then I've explained to where I'm going to fishing next.
Yeah.
I don't even have to do that. I am being very cordial and very forthcoming about all this information, but yet here we are. I've got.
The man explained that he had video proof of fishing and knew exactly where he was going. Still, some of the officers remained and continued to detain him. Nothing more needs to be said, because it was obvious to all of us what they were doing. I think the only ones who didn't realize how big of clowns they looked doing this were them. You'd agree.
Well, some of them have left, but you're not letting me go about my day. And I'm telling you, I'm gonna go right here. Yeah. If I'm breaking the law and something, come get me. If you want to follow along and tag along with me.
This is the first time I've really had a conversation with you, right?
Nobody, I've never been here a day in my life.
Okay, but I'm just talking because the sergeant's coming.
Right, I get the sergeant's coming. I'm just saying, why am I not free to go? Because it seems like everybody is under the same understanding that I'm lawfully allowed to do what I'm doing, yeah. But we just can't seem to get past the fact that.
But you wanted a sergeant.
I'm done with you. I don't need. I'm really not interested in continuing talking. I want to go fishing. You know what I mean? That's what I was trying to tell you the whole time. I'm going fishing. If that's a problem, then let me know.
No, I didn't say anything.
The man repeated that he was going to the fishing spot, and that if there was no problem, they could find him there. This clearly offered a solution that disturbed no one. Still, the detention continued. I bet you'd be surprised by that. By the way, has anyone counted how many officers had shown up on the scene by now?
What up, dude?
Are you teaching us how to do our job?
I'm not telling you how to do your job.
I said teach us how.
No, well, I mean, I guess if this is your first time with it, I guess I am teaching, but I'm not.
You're fishing.
I was fishing over here before they stopped me 10 minutes ago, but I was fishing there for about 15, 20 minutes, and there's a pond just up here to the right-hand side that I was walking back to.
I think that one says no fishing, so be careful there.
So if it says no fishing, I'll just turn around and go back to fishing. I look at a Google map and I'm looking, oh, there's a body of water. I'm gonna go to that body of water. And the second I see no fishing, I turn my butt around, because the second I engage in fishing,
Sergeant's business, don't take it. So if you want to go.
All right, I'm gonna go fishing right over here. I'm gonna go because you're telling me there's possibly a no fishing sign, and I don't know that.
I don't know
because I'm not from.
I think it is. But anyway,
I'm not
fishing.
from here. I'm gonna go right over here, and if you want to come see me, I'll be right over. I'm gonna be here for maybe like 30, 40, an hour at most. It's hot. It's humid. It's nasty out today.
And I know that just everybody's gonna be scared because you're out here. Everybody's walking up down here. And I know
I've said nothing but hi to people, like I'm a friendly guy. Just because I have a gun, that's what scares people, and guess what? I get it. And we didn't have to sit here for the last 15 minutes.
The man stated he just wanted to leave and would walk away if he saw a no fishing sign. It was reasonable and a lawful offer. Instead of accepting it, the police kept standing there. Every minute of such detention was further proof that the law served them as a decoration, not as a rule. At this point, I honestly didn't even know what they actually wanted from this poor man.
Talking about the roundabout of me going fishing. So, other than that, am I free to go, or am I free to stay? See you later. If there's an issue, if there's some kind of issue that transpires and you need to come talk to me, I'll be over. I don't need him unless there's another issue. Alright? See you later. How y'all doing? Like I said, man, I love that shirt, man.
America, man.
America.
Yeah, man.
Hey, if you can remember this.
What are we remembering?
The armed fisherman. You'll see this on YouTube. The armed. Look me up right now. Armed fisherman. Cool.
In the end, the man greeted passerbys in a friendly way and repeated the name of his YouTube channel. The police finally let him go. Great. After half an hour of pointless talk, the officers decided to release him. And again, if you think these cops went too far, wait until you see the one who falsely arrested an innocent person. This video started without any conflict, but it was clear the man was filming and exercising his First Amendment rights. Even though nothing was happening yet, this was the kind of moment police would later justify an intervention by calling it suspicious behavior. It didn't take long before an officer approached, not realizing this would end up just being another case where suspects humiliate idiot cops.
Contact. Good morning.
Good morning. Why are you recording all the people in the drive-thru here?
I'm trying to catch a Cybertruck.
You're trying to catch a Cybertruck?
Yeah.
Okay, so not a problem. You can catch a Cybertruck anywhere on the public roads and stuff like that, right? But that's private property, so you can't be recording into private property. I understand that you're on the public grounds.
I am. Yeah.
Right.
The officer approached and asked why the man was filming people in the drive-thru lane. The man explained he wanted to film a Cybertruck, a vehicle he rarely saw. Instead of leaving it at that, the police began setting filming limits based on private property, even though the filming was happening from a public space. It was sad that he thought his story made sense. Just listen to what he said next.
And if you want to catch a Cybertruck, you certainly can. You can do that. You can record any of the traffic you want on Portage. You just can't be doing that on the private property where the people are working, right?
But I can see it from public though.
Sorry?
I can see it from public though, right?
You can see it from public, right? But when you're recording into someone's private property, right? It'd be like if I went to your house and put a camera over your fence and started looking into your yard. That's private property, right?
That would be kind of intrusive.
That would be intrusive, right?
This is a business.
I understand that.
A public business where people come and purchase coffee and donuts, and
I can appreciate that, right?
Yeah.
Well, like I'm saying, this is private property, right? And if your true intent is like what you said, is to catch your Cybertruck, 100%. I'm not saying you can't record in public. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying not into the private property of these people, right?
So I can face my camera that way?
If you want to go sit on this...
I can face my camera that way?
If you want to go into the public...
I can face my camera that way?
You want to walk down the sidewalk?
But just not this way.
Well, your whole intent is actually just to stand here and record all the traffic going through the drive-thru, right? It's a private business.
I want to catch a Cybertruck.
100%. And I told you, right? You can do that, just not right there. Does that make sense?
But this is a public easement right of way. This is a public right of way.
Yeah. Is there... What's this, like...
Transparency. I'm just here to film in public, that's all.
The officer asked the man to move his camera and not film towards the drive-thru. The man refused, explaining he wanted to capture people's reactions. Police had no authority to forbid behavior just because someone didn't like it. The law didn't protect you from being seen or filmed in a public space. Still, the truth was that in this situation, the officer saw nothing more than an excuse for his behavior.
Right, and have I said that you can't film in public? I just asked you not to film the private property.
Well, then I'm going to have to respectfully say I will decline that request of yours, because I want to catch everyone's reaction to me doing this.
Okay, so now you're causing mischief, right?
No, it's not a mischief.
Because you said now you're looking to garner a reaction from people.
People are wonderful, and it's not right for them to come at me like you are.
How am I coming at you? I've been nothing but respectful.
I haven't
approached you or a threat. Yeah,
but even to approach me,
we're in public. I can talk to you, right?
Yeah, but
so we
sort of to some degree where I want to be left alone, though.
Just like these people want to be left alone, right, sir?
Yeah, but there's cameras everywhere. You can't be left alone when you're in public.
Okay, so to your logic, you said you should be left alone when you're in public. These people are also in public, right? You're saying when they get off the yard here.
But I know I can't be left alone. I'm walking on my way here. I was in like at least 50 cameras just to get here.
Okay, but what are we discussing here? Are you discussing your ability, whether you want to be left alone, or the fact that there's
fact that I can photo in public?
There's cameras.
I can photo in public because
And you said your intent is to catch a Cybertruck. I understand that, right?
That's the main thing, because they look so ridiculous.
Okay.
I've seen a couple in Winnipeg, but not up close.
Okay.
Yeah.
The officer admitted that filming in public spaces was allowed, but insisted it shouldn't be directed towards private property, even though the law permitted it. If you were in a public place, he kept demanding a change in behavior. Wait, how did someone this clueless even get hired as a police officer in the first place?
All right.
Like, the reactions I get from people are just ridiculous sometimes. And
Right,
it's like,
but-
I want to catch that for my safety. Because if they come and attack me, then I have it on camera.
Who's attacking you?
Oh, you
Right?
You
So
want-
the only you're guarding a response.
I had like an 80-year-old guy give me the finger.
100%. He's allowed to do that, right? He can express
I guess
himself.
so, yeah, but in a way,
And you're intimidating him, right? By videotaping.
how am I intimidating? I'm just standing here.
So then how is he intimidating you? By giving you a reaction. That's what you're looking for on the phone, right?
No, I'm just recording everyone's reaction. It's like fun.
Okay. Well, people, like I said, so if you're trying to garner a reaction from people, right?
That's not my intention. I'm saying I'm recording.
That is what you said. You said your intention was to garner people's reaction because you think it's fun when they react to you when you're videotaping them, right?
Well, if they're going to be acting like that in the public, I'm allowed to record them.
If you're in public, like I said, 100% you can do so.
Yeah.
I'm not arguing with you with your ability to film in public.
And if the people act all silly, then
Okay.
why not catch that on camera?
I'm not saying that you can't record them if they're acting silly at you.
Well,
But you're saying
for my
that you're,
safety, that's why I'm doing it.
I know, but what you're trying to do is trying to elicit a response, and then you're saying that for your safety you're recording, but the whole reason that there could be any threat to you is a result of people not being appreciated being recorded, which you're, and so this is what we call self-imposed jeopardy.
Well, if I'm walking down the street and someone's videoing me, I don't even look at them.
Okay.
The conversation went in circles, and the officer said people didn't want to be filmed. Man suggested they wear masks if they wanted privacy in public. It was ironic, but fundamentally true. You couldn't expect privacy while doing something in public. The man was absolutely right here, but the officer was desperate to twist everything to his advantage.
So if you want to walk down the street, I'm not going to stop you from walking away from here, sir. I'm not going to stop you from walking and videotaping. And I've never prevented you from doing any of
No,
that.
I understand your whole reason for coming here. People have called and said that they don't want to be recorded in public.
They did, and
Then maybe put on a mask like I'm sort of, semi-disguising my identity. So maybe they should do that if they don't want to be on camera.
okay. Well, but people don't have to wear disguises to feel like they should be able to be free to move around in public. Also, like I said, the Tim Hortons parking lot
I'm not saying they have to do it. I'm saying if they
is not a public space. It's a private property.
I haven't been on their property. I've been at 7-Eleven. That's it, right here.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'm not. There wasn't a problem at 7-Eleven, right? The problem was here. Okay.
There's a problem here.
Yeah, there is a problem because people are complaining about it and they're asking you not to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm having a conversation with you here, a pretty cordial conversation.
I respect that.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
I haven't threatened you or done anything to you. I'm just explaining to you what the situation is. I'm asking you to stop filming the people on private property. And I've told you where you can go because if you're here for a Cybertruck.
The officer suggested the man stand in a different location to avoid trouble. The man agreed to move, but kept his right to film from a public space. Here we saw the contradiction. The officer couldn't formally ban filming, so he tried to limit it through advice. Still, don't let his words fool you, because he was about to show his true colors.
If that's truly what you're trying to do,
Do you know where they are?
you can walk down Portage. You're going to see way more vehicles walking down Portage than you are going to get through the Tim Hortons drive-through.
Oh,
Right?
Yeah,
How many
sure.
vehicles are going through here? 1 to 30 seconds?
I think I caught
You're
about 20.
20 Cybertrucks?
No, 20 vehicles.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so what do you want to do with that footage?
Nothing.
Nothing. You just want to have it.
My phone ain't even recording.
Matt, whatever you're doing with it, it's like I said, it's your prerogative to record or not record. I'm not taking the phone from you. I'm not telling you to stop recording. I'm just asking you not to record on private property, right? That's it.
I'm not going on the private property, but I can record it from a public right away.
You can record in the public. Is there a reason why you're just trying to be difficult? I'm just asking you not to record the people.
I'm sorry I'm coming off as difficult of standing up for my rights.
What rights am I taking away from you?
Freedom of expression. I'm allowed to photograph anything I can see in public.
If you want to do that, if you're walking by here, like I said, so let's say you're walking by here, and you videotape.
But my purpose is to catch a Cybertruck.
Okay, so there's better places to catch a Cybertruck. One, right? We can agree that there's way more vehicles traveling on Portage than there are here. So your ability to catch your Cybertruck when you're standing literally right at the corner of Portage anyways, you could literally point your camera the other way.
The man admitted that sometimes he wanted to capture people's reactions while the officer claimed he did it to cause trouble. Here, the difference in interpreting intent was clear. The man saw it as documenting reality. The police saw it as a provocation. And you know what? Maybe it was provocation, but that still didn't justify this detention by the officer.
And not cause any problems.
Okay, I'll stand right here and point, and hopefully
a
Cybertruck will drive by.
But like you said, you were trying to elicit responses and reactions from people.
I said I'm trying to catch the reaction of people because I know they get all flustered. Like, what is it with the camera?
Right, because you're doing that, right?
It's not even on.
Yeah, but they don't know that.
They
They,
don't
just
know.
see you with.
Well, then
it
they-
appears like you're video recording.
They have to be educated that I'm allowed to do this.
Yeah, but not towards private property. So like my
That is
partner
ridiculous.
explained, so, like, they feel it's intrusive recording it.
Well,
as-
it's not intrusive.
It is.
They're in public.
It is. I don't know if that's recording or not right now. I wouldn't even know that. I just see what I see.
Right.
So they see the same thing. They see you're even telling us you're disguising your identity for some reason.
Because
So,
this is
you just-
ridiculous. I don't want to be out here
Or just
being
coming
seen
to get a
doing this.
coffee and
You
see
don't want to be
the
seen out here doing this,
That's
right?
right. Yeah.
Right. So why is it you don't want to be seen doing this?
Because society deems this as abnormal.
So what is it that you're trying to what is the point you're trying to prove here, sir?
That I'm allowed to do it.
Okay, so are you truly here for looking for a Cybertruck, or are you just here
Yeah.
trying to prove a point that you can do this?
I'm hoping to catch a Cybertruck because I told you they just look ridiculous, and I hope it's wrapped in a different than the stainless steel because
The topic returned to the Cybertruck, and the officer again offered an alternate location. The problem was, no one cared where the officer wanted him to stand. I mean, who's going to teach these cops they have no real authority over the right of citizens as long as those citizens haven't broken the law? Which was definitely not the case here.
they should really force people to wrap them. They look so ugly. Yeah, they are.
Not a great looking vehicle, but again, like I encourage you by all means to try and capture a Cybertruck.
Yeah.
Just do so on Portage, all right?
Okay, I'll go stand on Portage and hopefully I can catch one.
Yeah, you can go stand on Portage.
Thank you for your unlawful directive to telling me to move over here, but I will. Maybe I should get your name and number.
You're right, and I'm gonna get your name. We're having
you
interaction.
engage-
What's your name,
engage-
sir?
I go by the abbreviation of BORD.
You go by the abbreviation BORD.
Yeah,
That's your last name or first name?
that's just my nickname.
Okay, let's start with your first name then,
I
sir.
prefer to have that kept private.
Yeah, well, you speak with the police.
Mm-hmm.
So you can start with your first name and your last name.
That's a negative. Sorry, officer.
Okay. Well, then you can move along.
Yeah, I will. I'll go to Portage, like I said.
You can go to Portage and we'll have that. You can go stand over there. But if you're going to continue to point the camera here, we're going to detain you or arrest you for cause disturbance, right? Because you're causing a disturbance, you're causing problems, right?
So I can only focus on Portage, right?
You can focus on Portage as much as you want.
Okay.
Like I said.
I just want to get in the shade here because it's kind of hot, you know?
The officer said he would detain him if he kept filming toward the business, citing disturbance. This was a classic example of abusing broad terms like disturbance. When there was no real threat or harm, invoking disturbance became a tool for removing the unwanted, not for protecting the public. And that's exactly what happened here.
All right, so my unlawful requests are that I cannot film this way.
I'm telling you not to film into a private.
But that's not lawful though, right?
All right. It is lawful. This is their private property, right? It's the same thing if you enter their property. They
But
can
I never entered their property,
they can
though.
remove you from the property, right?
Yeah, I can't point my video cameras from my house to my neighbor's yard. It's illegal.
Well, why would you do that though?
There you go. You just answered your own question.
This is public.
Yeah, it's public. I'm not going to stop you. Go ahead. Videotape what you want to
This is a
video.
business who always rips me off.
Okay, so then-
Every
so
time
then-
I go here, they
so
rip
then-
me off.
So then don't do business here anymore, sir.
Well, then I'm trying to. Come on. You're infringing on my rights to film the drive-through of this business
I'm not infringing
from a
on-
public right of way.
I'm not infringing on your rights, man.
Then-
You
okay,
said
then
you
I
want-
can
you
film.
Said you said you wanted to catch a Cybertruck. Catch a Cybertruck. If that's what
I'm
you want to do.
waiting to see if I can see
what-
one.
If you're doing it this way, you're not trying to film a Cybertruck. You have a very different intent.
Can you disengage from me now, sir?
You can walk away anytime. I can be. It's a public place, right?
But I'm free to stay.
So am I, right? Both of us are free to stay.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
The conversation became more relaxed, even mentioning a cigarette, but the core remained. The officer repeated that he was not welcome on Tim Horton's property. This clearly confirmed that a private business's interest was being brought into the situation, even though the man was standing on public property. Blending private wishes with police authority was problematic under legal standards, and now you'll see why.
You don't mind if I reach in my pocket for a cigarette? Sure. Oh, that wasn't an insult. That was the wind, eh?
It was. Accidents happen.
I can reach for a smoke.
Yeah, you're not. We're having a conversation, man. I haven't put you under arrest. You're not. We're having a conversation. And I said.
But it's like when I reach into my pocket, you could feel like a threat or something.
I haven't detained you. I haven't done anything, man. I have a conversation with you so far, right? That's where we're at.
How long is this conversation going to take place?
I'm standing here. You're free to go whenever you want. I said right from the beginning, you could walk down that way if you want to go. You can go wherever you want to go. No one's stopping you. You're not welcome on the Tim Hortons property.
Why am I trespassing right now?
They don't want your business and they don't want you on there.
In the end, as the man filming explained, he ended up in handcuffs and couldn't finish his recording. Still, even if the officers thought they had done the right thing, they only made themselves look like clowns on social media and became an example of how police should never behave. Good job. If you thought this was bad, wait until you see what's coming next. Just when you think it can't get any worse, another cop steps up to prove you wrong. Don't miss the next video, because the deeper we go, the more disturbing it gets.